Hey friend, David here from Learn Christmas Lighting, and in this video, it's January 15th, and you know what that means. Maybe you don't. It means pre-sales. So, what is a Christmas light pre-sale, and why should I care, and should I even do it? That's actually a legitimate question. So, in this video, I'm going to go through all of that, and to be sure you get this as well as my next video, subscribe here on YouTube and press like on this video. That's a huge help to the channel. Now, a pre-sale is this. It's actually really simple. Okay? Now, we know that in Christmas lighting, with these pixels that change color and dance to the music and all that stuff, all these pixels are coming from China. Okay? That's where they manufacture this stuff right now. And so, what a pre-sale is this is where importers from the US put pixels on a special price if you pay ahead before they even manufacture them. Now, why would you do that? Well, the concept is actually pretty simple. A lot of these vendors are run by hobbyists or part-time, and they have pretty thin margins. And even if they don't, they can help you save money if you're buying a lot of pixels if you can go ahead and order that ahead of time. Because then they don't have to buy that stock ahead of time and sit on it and then wait for you to buy it. They can take your money and go buy the stuff. So ultimately it saves money. Not only that, it helps you get your lights on time, because the theory goes, at least, that if you can get your order in January, they can submit it to the factory in China and get started on it before the Chinese New Year, which is in February or the early spring, late winter season usually. And if they can get your orders in and started before those holidays, then you won't get caught up, and hopefully they can get them out shortly afterwards. Or that's the theory, at least. So, should you take part in a pre-sale? Well, if you don't mind waiting for your pixels and you want to get a good deal, a pre-sale can be a good choice. In fact, I've participated in them in the past. I've bought pixels that were pre-sale, and I've bought pixels that weren't, and I can tell you that there's positives and negatives to both approaches. Of course, the big negative about the pre-sale is, while you do generally get a reduced cost, this doesn't take into consideration any trade wars that our country enters in. And if 2019 is any example, pre-sale prices were about the same as regular prices because of the extra tariffs and the scaredness of that was happening in January. You didn't save a ton there. But then the other thought is, well, so you have to pay, and then you're going to wait maybe 6 months. It depends on where you ordered in the pre-sale to when you're going to get it. It's a first come, first serve kind of thing. And so you got to take into consideration how early you want to get working on your display. And then kind of the last part of pre-sales that I want to discuss is just the fact that there are other vendors out there. One I can think of is called RGB Man, that I've seen people using, or you could go to China directly. But somebody like RGB Man or another one of these vendors will take orders from time to time and sell them about a month out. And so you would have your pixels in about a month instead of many months and get pretty much as good of a rate. So if this video's done anything, I hope it doesn't confuse you, but I hope you understand what a pre-sale is and how it can help you. Personally, I've used pre-sales, and I think they're a great option, especially if you're buying a whole display, because you can go in, buy your pixels, buy your wire, your connectors, everything else you need in one purchase, and then save on all of that. But if you're just buying pixels and not wire or some other combination, you may want to look at one of these other vendors that just is about a month out and they're kind of doing a constant pre-sale. What I typically don't advise, especially if you're just starting, is going direct to China. While you can do that, there's a lot more legwork on your end specifying everything. You may get hit with a tariff charge from the shipper, UPS, FedEx, DHL, and you really have to communicate super clearly, and if you don't, you might not get exactly what you wanted. So these vendors really do all the legwork for you. If you found this helpful, be sure to like this video and subscribe here on Learn Christmas Lighting, and I'm going to have some new stuff out soon, so be on the lookout for that. Until then, I hope you enjoyed your holidays. Have a happy year and keep making great lighting.